Hello, I'm MC2 and welcome to my channel. You know, in the last couple of years of exposing insane conspiracy theories, not everyone loves me. It's alright. I've had a few haters. Some folks even want to kill me. Like Fred Montgomery. He wants to punch me in my face. He's not happy that I post evidence that the earth is not flat on Facebook. And then there's Jack, whose IP address places him around Sheffield in the north of England. He wants to maim me. When I debated flat earther Bev, I challenged his incredibly wrong ideas about surveying, and that did not sit well with Jack, who wants Saudi Arabian-style justice for anyone who preaches against his flurfy gospel. Fortunately, Jack hasn't made it all the way to the upper Midwest, so my hands are still attached. And there's John Puckett, that thinks that I should be hanged like a common horse thief. John also thinks the earth is flat, in that there are men in black across the street from his home watching him all the time. And then there's my favorite, Jay Roveda. He wants to chop me up, barbecue me, make a lampshade out of me, and put me in his wood chipper. He dreams of one day following in the footsteps of his personal hero, Hannibal Lecter. But Jay doesn't even own a wood chipper. His mom wouldn't allow it in the basement. I don't think Jay is safe with any power tools. You know, between flat earthers, the anti-5G people, and all the other wackadoodle conspiracy nutters, I've been accused of working for the NSA, being Illuminati, a Mason, a Jesuit, a Satanist, working for the big telecom companies, and most recently being part of Brigade 77. I'm not even British. Basically everything except a freaking mime. They're the actual ones in charge. It's kind of expected that if I poke fun at uneducated and unstable people on a public video sharing platform, then some folks are going to be upset with me. Which is why I choose to live in an impregnable fortress of solitude in the icy wastes of Minnesota. Nobody can touch me here, but British listeners, you have no idea how cold it is. I've been investigating, exposing, and mocking a guy from Gateshead, England called Mark Steele. I probably talk about him more than anybody else because he's a prolific scammer who tells very easily exposed lies. A lot of the people I talk about in the show are paranoid and suffer from delusions, but Mark is the guy who accidentally shot a woman 30 years ago. Most British people don't even carry guns. My videos show that he's an ignorant con artist who makes videos about antennas and electronics that are plain stupid nonsense. But when you've upset a scammer as unhinged as Mark Steele, then it's only a matter of time before he sends one of his henchmen to investigate me. In this investigation, did he look at the technical references I shared supporting the design of the antenna? No. Did he seek out independent third-party sources to confirm if Mark's claims are correct? Well, I have no idea, but I don't see any other experts lining up to back up Mark. Well, did he ask Mark to show evidence that I was wrong? If he did, I bet Mark provided nothing, because there's nothing for Mark to provide. A couple of weeks ago, Tate, one of Mark Steele's pawns, decided to start investigating me. Kim fancies himself a sort of citizen journalist, investigative reporter type person. Kim regards Mark as some kinds of weapons expert, but the irony is that Kim is actually the most technical person in the whole crazy group. Kim makes the videos, and Mark gets to rake in all the money from his idiot donors. Tough for Kim, huh? Well, Kim poked around on my Discord server. He looked at my old videos. He even discovered back when a group of us trolled the flat earthers by making a fake document suggesting that the government paid people to debate flat earthers. Well, that was a good one. I'd always hoped that Mark Steele's followers would check up on me to find out what I was saying, follow the references, and work out for themselves that Mark Steele was wrong. I had left all the information he'd need in plain sight. He could look up what a dielectric lens looks like or what a conformal coating is. All my references are listed in my videos and on my website. They're easy to find, so easy even the laziest of researchers should be able to determine which of us is the liar. But no, Kim is too lazy to do that. He isn't interested in finding out if Mark's claims are correct. Kim has blindly accepted Mark's claim that he is an expert.
I'm an expert in weapon sight systems and weapon systems.
Yeah, we heard you, Mark.
Very, very expert.
Yeah, Mark. Would you like a cookie? Go away. Well, if Mark is an expert, then everybody who disagrees with Mark must be a liar, or worse. Much, much worse. Well, we've already established that Kim Tate is a lazy man. He's not going to discredit me by learning about physics and electronics. That would be too much like hard work. Kim just wants to find some dirt on me. He's aspiring to be the National Enquirer of citizen reporters. Now, if Kim had really tried hard, he would have discovered that I checked out a book on 6502 assembly language programming from my high school library. The fine must be huge, but don't worry, I'll return it eventually. Kim didn't find anything, though, so he got desperate. He found my ugly cousin McFlatty. Apparently, Kim's a big McFlatty fan. Kim, are you a flat earther too? So he watched a bunch of McFlatty's videos, then looked at McFlatty's playlists. In the playlist called Flat Earth Research, there were 3 videos. A video now deleted in which 2 teenage girls played Roblox. A Let's Play style video in which another group of 20-somethings play a really weird My Little Pony online game. I don't actually know much about these videos because I never watched them. It looks like McFlatty's 9-year-old niece added some random stuff to his playlists. So, well, that's kind of a joke though, because these 3 videos chosen at random by a small child are better evidence for Flat Earth than most Flat Earth videos. It's funny because it's true. So Kim must have really enjoyed these videos. Hey Kim, who's your favorite My Little Pony? I'm torn between Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. It's okay, Kim. There's plenty of guys that proudly identify themselves as bronies. Spread your wings, Kim. After spending literally minutes on this kind of research, Kim determined that in one of the videos, there was a triangle. And in another video, there was pizza. Therefore, he thinks I'm a pedophile. Yeah, that's what he said. So let's review. 1. Kim found my ugly cousin McFlatty's YouTube page. 2. On this page, there were playlists including My Little Ponies and some other random kid stuff. 3. Of these videos, which are neither mine nor McFlatty's, he found references to triangles and pizza. This makes him confident enough to accuse me of being a pedophile. If you're thinking that none of this makes sense, well, it doesn't. But is it some sort of a secret code? Well, Kim thinks it is. So according to a maybe faked, maybe real FBI document from 2010, triangles have special meaning to pedophiles. In this conspiracy theory where all the pedophiles were organized enough to agree upon what all these symbols meant, they were somehow too disorganized to stop using their secret code despite having been known by the FBI and exposed by junk tabloid The Daily Mail, WikiLeaks, and thousands of other conspiracy nut web forums. If for some reason we simply accept the bizarre notion that child abusers really do want to advertise their criminal activities, then surely they would have noticed that their secret was exposed. They would have had plenty of time to make up some new codes. All they had to do was reconvene the Legion of Doom, secure a budget, and brief the design agency to make some new secret symbols to advertise the fact that they're a bunch of pedophiles. What's so hard about that? Well, like all conspiracy theories, this one requires you to believe 2 mutually contradictory things. You have to believe that child abusers are an evil bunch of organized criminals who are so organized that they even have a branding strategy, while simultaneously believing that they're so disorganized and idiotic that they didn't get the message 10 years after the FBI stole their stupid decoder ring, that their dumbass code had been public knowledge. And at the same time, you have to ignore the glaring fact that the sort of people who do get convicted of child abuse are not at all flamboyant gangsters who advertise their crimes. They are the people who take advantage of family members or people in their care. They're typically people who quietly and secretly do this to isolated children. The pizza reference is equally crazy. This stems from Pizzagate, a debunked conspiracy theory from 2016, which Kim probably believes in, that alleged that a pizza restaurant called Comet Pizza in Washington, D.C. was holding child abuse orgies in the basement. A conspiracy nut with a gun actually turned up and threatened the staff and demanded to be shown the basement. Well, in a twist that literally anyone could see coming, the shop doesn't even have a basement. This is a real story. I've got the link in the description just so we all know the theory that Kim is currently operating on. It's been checked out by real journalists and well and truly debunked a long time ago. So I find it quite strange that Kim would come to believe that someone is a pedophile, and rather than report it to the police, he instead makes a video. It's almost as if Kim's goal was to make an offensive video, never to actually stop child abuse. If anyone ever has evidence of a child abuse, that a real specific child is actually being abused, then the best course of action is always to go directly to the police. If you can't talk to the police, you could talk to their child's school teacher or someone that can actually help. If you actually care about preventing harm to children, that's what you have to do. If, however, you don't really have any evidence of anything, just a sense of unease that a man you don't like said words you don't really understand, triangles and pizza, and I don't like him, the best thing you can do is reevaluate your life. And if you really care about children, go volunteer for a children's charity instead of this trite vigilantism. Well, Kim chose the third way, despite not having anything specific or anything at all. Really, he just made a video asking his audience to go find some evidence for him.
So this guy, we need to find out who he is. We need to make sure he's not harming children, and this is a matter of urgency. Thank you.
I don't know what's more crazy. Is it being called a pedophile by Kim, or is it how lazy he is? If Kim's goal was to stop child abuse, making a video about it is the stupidest thing you might do. If a person really is a child abuser, then you've just tipped them off and you've given them time to cover their tracks. If police were investigating, then your act of vigilantism might undermine a real conviction. So Kim, if you really think children are at risk, you need to get them arrested quickly, even if it's me. Well, Kim ended his video by encouraging people to find out more information about me and to do it urgently. This was over a month ago, in the time it took the moon to orbit around our spherical Earth. An entire generation of fruit flies lived and died. England went into and out of a lockdown, and Kim did absolutely nothing. Surely if Kim was concerned and had the slightest sense of urgency, he would have spent every waking hour agonizing over the plight of these hypothetical abused children. But Kim did nothing. Kim never cared about protecting children. It was only a schoolyard attempt to discredit me. He didn't find anything wrong with my technical criticism of his friend Mark Steele. He never bothered to say anything when I exposed Mark Steele's incompetence about electronics and antennas. If Kim weren't such a lazy bum, he could have checked all of that out, but he didn't. He couldn't be bothered. And Kim, if these words are hurting you, making you feel some raw, unpleasant emotions right now, just remember, you accused me of being a pedophile. That's on you. It is my understanding that there are laws in the UK making it illegal to level false allegations of this sort. Hey Kim, you may have violated the 1988 Malicious Communications Act or the 2003 Communications Act. Now, I'm not interested in seeing Kim get in trouble. I don't see how that would make the world a better place. I just want Kim to grow up and start acting a bit more responsibly. YouTube already took down his accusatory video, but it's probably still on Telegram. I know it's still on Facebook, and it's probably on other video sites in case anybody wants to watch it. And in any case, I've already taken offense. This problem doesn't have a technical solution. Instead, I propose that Kim comes on my channel and does one of two things. Either he presents the detailed evidence supporting his claims, then delivers it immediately to the police. If that's what he chooses to do, then I'll give him the contact information for my local police department. Or if he's not prepared to stand behind his allegations, I want an apology. Kim, I want you to retract your allegations and explain very clearly that you made false allegations, and tell my viewers and your viewers, all 15 of them, why you lied. If you can do that, we can put this sorry business behind us and move on, because Mark Steele is way funnier than you. But then, to bring it full circle, I'll do the same. I'll do one of two things. Either I present the detailed evidence supporting my claims about the antenna that Mark Steele and I have both been talking about, with copious supporting citations and references. Or, if I can't back up my claims, I will apologize to Mark Steele and you, Kim. I'll do it live. I'll give a full retraction and explain very clearly what I got wrong. We'll put this behind us and I'll move on, never again to make a video about your best friend Mark. That's fair, right? Kim, I don't think you're a bad guy at heart. I think Mark is just taking advantage of you. Most people are not familiar enough with electronics to identify that Mark is just making stuff up. Kim, I wouldn't expect you to have this background knowledge either. Mark knows this and uses it to fool people with his seemingly technical talk. But it's all just garbage. You're just an innocent victim in this respect. So if you take me up on my offer, I'll explain things to you in a friendly way and give you an opportunity to understand all you need to make your own decision on what these streetlights really are. So today is December 6th. Let's make this happen by December 22nd. That gives you a little more than 2 weeks. My email address is in the description. I look forward to your email, Kim.